in that spot. All right, quick fire time. I'm going to start with you. All right, rest of season. I'm just picking out random blokes here, so
Yep.
could go any which way. All right. I don't know who to pick. All right, I'll start with the thing I was considering before. I think I asked you this last week, but I'll say it again. Deshaun Watson or Justin Herbert?
Oh yeah, I'd go with Justin Herbert rest
All
of
right,
season.
interesting. Kyla Murray or Josh Allen?
Ooh,
Obviously, Kyla
that's
Murray
very hard.
got that injury,
Yeah,
so
there's a bit of unpredictability. Kyler Murray has way more upside.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm still going to go with Kyler Murray, to be honest, despite the shoulder.
Enough. Yeah, fair enough. And then I'll get you to choose between your two quarterbacks, Ryan Tannehill and Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
Right.
Very close, though. I think they're both QB1s, back-end QB1s.
All right, running back time. Moving forward, who's going to average the most? Derrick Henry or anyone? Do you think Derrick Henry is going to be the RB1 moving forward?
I'm going Dalvin and then Derrick Henry.
All right, Dalvin and then him. All right, Eckler or Aaron Jones? We traded Eckler last week, and you are an owner of Aaron Jones, so it's close to your heart, this one.
Yeah, no, I'm going Aaron Jones. It's probably biased, but both of them top 6 running backs.
All right. Chris Carson or Antonio Gibson?
Gibson.
Yeah, Gibson killed on the weekend.
He looked a beast.
Raheem Mostert or DeAndre Swift?
Swift. Mostert did pretty shit, didn't he? I think he fumbled. I think he had a fumble, but he'll be good, but I'll go with Swift.
I actually froth Mostert, like in real life. I don't know. Something about him. Every time he plays, the 49ers become better. Like, I swear they're shit without him.
I swear every time he runs it, when I've watched them, it's just 30 yards.
Yeah, exactly. Last year, Tevin Coleman would just do a 2-yard rush, and then they would just give it to Mostert, and he would just do 25. And it's like, yeah, fair enough. AJ Brown or Tyler Lockett?
AJ Brown, easily.
Oh, interesting.
I'm very high on AJ Brown. I'm probably the highest on him out of anyone, but yeah, AJ.
Yeah, fair enough. Calvin Ridley or DeAndre Hopkins? Hopkins has been in pretty bad form.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'll still go with Hopkins over Ridley.
All right. And then I'll get you to go Justin Jefferson or Terry McLaurin.
Terry.
All right, fair play. And then I'll do a few tight ends before we get onto your ones. Always pretty random. Who we got here? Dallas Goddard or TJ Hawkinson?
That's very tough. I'm probably going to say Dallas Goddard, to be honest, because Wentz just loves targeting his tight ends. They're just a huge part of the Eagles' offense. So he's going to cop bulk volume. So Goddard.
Hayden Hurst or Jonnu Smith?
You can't pick Jonnu Smith over anyone at the moment. The man put up, I don't think he scored a single point on the weekend. So Hayden Hurst.
I don't know if he played though, because he's questionable this week, but
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, like I know he definitely wasn't inactive, but I don't know.
He might have been limited. He might have been limited, but I remember he was celebrating with AJ Brown on his touchdown.
Did you know he scored 2 touchdowns?
Yeah, it was.
Have you seen the second one?
Yeah, have you?
No, like was it beast footy from him?
No, it was an onside kick.
Oh,
and he just grabbed it and he was just through. It wasn't like a massive kickoff return where he's beating everyone. It was pretty
interesting
weird,
that he was there for the onside kick. Normally it's like some myths, not some star players, but he's obviously got good hands. All right, your turn, mate. All right. What do you got for me?
All right, we got some start sits. So we'll start it off. These are 2 of my boys at the quarterback position, but they could become your boys this week. But we've got Cousins versus the Jags, or
take it back that he could be my boy.
Mate, he's been balling out. Or Fitzberger versus Cincinnati.
Obviously, assuming Fitzberger's playing.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he is, though.
Okay. a froth fitsy in terms of fantasy, but that Dolphins offense at the moment is not playing that well. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go Kirk Cousins, even though Dalvin Cook will probably score them all. But oh well, I'll back in Kirk.
Two juicy matchups for those boys. If they're on your waiver wire, they're actually decent stream options, I reckon. Mostert v Buffalo or Alvin Kamara v Atlanta. Never thought this would be tough, but it's gotten to that point.
I'm gonna go Mostert because I think with Taysom Hill running so many touchdowns in, I think I don't know, that's risky as. But Bills have been the second worst run defense in November, and the Falcons haven't been too bad. So
the Falcons are
absolutely outrageous. But I'm gonna say Mostert has 2 touchdowns against the Bills.
I actually don't mind it because Kamara's had 1 target since Taysom Hill took over, and that's in I'm pretty sure 2 games. 2 whole games. He's had 1 target. So I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I actually don't mind the most at call. Wayne Gallman versus Seattle or Duke Johnson v Indy?
We're assuming their men are back.
David Johnson's still got another week, doesn't he, on IR?
I don't know. They're both close to coming back. I don't know.
Assuming they're both the starters, David Johnson's still out.
All right, so wait, who are they? Who are their opponents again? Duke's.
Gorman's got Seattle. Duke's got Indy.
I'm going. Duke's been so bad, and then he had a good game on the weekend.
Yeah, it's against Detroit though. To be fair.
No, I'm actually gonna. Oh no, the Colts stats are dogged though because they played Derrick Henry twice. That's rough. Who would you go? That's really hard.
It is pretty rough. Seattle's run D is actually really good as well.
Yeah, it's really good. That's what's making it hard. If it was just an average run D.
Does Gorman get many receptions or not really? I feel like Duke's more involved in the passing game, so I might lean on Duke Johnson.
Yeah, I'd probably go Duke but Gorman touchdowns seem inevitable at the moment.
True. All right, on to the wideouts. Brandon Cooks. These are your men, actually. Brandon Cooks v Indy. New role, perhaps. Or Robert Woods versus the Cardinals.
I'm actually going to go Cooks.
The
Cardinals' pass defense has actually been really, really good in the last 6 weeks. And their cornerbacks have produced a lot of low fantasy scores. So even though he's been doing really well, I'm going to say Woods goes low this week.
All right, that moves me on to Cup versus the Cardinals or Tyler Boyd v Miami Dolphins.
But what did Tyler Boyd do on the weekend? He got 6 or something.
Yeah,
right?
Didn't do well.
Yeah, because I was going to trade for him. And they do have good cornerbacks. They've got Xavier Howard and
Byron.
I legit Byron. I'm going to have to say Tyler Boyd just because the exact same reasons I said for the Woods. It would sound dodgy if I say one reason for Woods and don't apply it to Cup. So, yeah. I don't really strongly believe those 2 answers, but...
yeah, those ones are tough.
As if I have Robert Woods. How'd that happen? Yeah. For those listening, I just randomly picked him up in the latest hours of the Sunday night Australian time. But yeah,
mate, he's actually good. You should be stoked with it.
Yeah, I know, but I don't really care about him as a bloke.
He's one of those blokes that he's a beast on fantasy, but he's just so boring. He's like Montgomery. He doesn't excite you because he's just
good shout.
But he is very good. Robert Tonyan versus Philly or Austin Hooper versus Tennessee. Disgusting stuff. But who you going with?
Oh, that's actually hard.
What did Hooper do last week?
No,
he got a touchdown, I think. He had 2 catches and a touchdown.
I'm just going to have to go Tonyan because he's actually been seeing decent volume recently. So
I think I agree there.
Yeah, even though the Eagles are a better defense than the Titans, I just trust the Packers' offense a bit more. Browns.
That's done for me streaming start sits, but got another little segment here called Who Scores More Points. That's what I've named it. So we'll start off. Austin Eckler versus the Patriots or James Robinson versus the Vikings. Couple of beasts.
James was the stat. I always forget to take into account the receiving game, but no, I'll back in Robbo. Why not? Even though it's probably Eckler, isn't it? But no, I'll go James Robinson. It's tight though. It's tight.
They'll probably both go large.
Yeah, surely Eckler can't have 11 receptions every week. Like that's
Yeah, you know he had 16 targets.
Yeah, like that's outrageous.
Yeah, he won't have that every week, but they'll be pretty high, I reckon.
He doesn't rush much, so many yards. So yeah, I'll go Robbo.
All right. Devontae Adams versus Philly or Tyreek Hill versus Denver?
Devontae Adams for the reasons I mentioned before, that I think Tyreek is going to cop some serious attention over the next month. But
fair call.
With his pace, I don't even know if attention can affect him. But yeah, I'll back in Adams to have a bounce back game after a quiet one against Chicago.
Fair call. I agree with that, Adams. Lamar Jackson versus Dallas or Aaron Rodgers against Philly?
That's rough because the Cowboys' defense actually hasn't been too bad in the last month, but they did get absolutely destroyed by Washington. But it was more on the ground. No, I'll go Lamar. I actually really like the Philly defense. They didn't really get carved up by Wilson. So
yeah, apart from Slay got angled, but
that is true. But
all right, last one. The three beasts from last year's wide receiver rookie class: McLaurin, AJ Brown, DK Metcalf. How do you think, rank them in terms of what you reckon they'll score this week?
So wait, go through their opponents individually.
Terry. Actually, who's Terry playing? DK's got
Washington play the Steelers, so he's out of the mix.
Okay. DK's got the Giants and AJ Brown's got Cleveland.
I'll go DK, AJ Brown, Terry McLaurin.
I'd probably say the same.
Yeah, really glad I traded him away last week. It was really good footy from me. To those listening, we did a bit of a mega trade actually at late in the evening. DK Metcalf. It was actually in the morning.
Yeah.
We did it 20 minutes before kickoff. It got processed, but who was it? DK Metcalf and
Miles Sanders for
Woods.
Yeah, let us know who won that trade in the comments. I reckon it's pretty even. It was a bit of a you won the running back side, I won the wide receiver side, but
yeah,
who knows?
Yeah, this has just gone to shit. We've just started chatting Boris.
As it should be.
Yeah, to be fair, that's what the podcast is. But if you got this far, really appreciate it. Show some love to the potty. Good luck for fantasy this week, Pilch. All you have to do is win this week and you are secured. What are your odds of winning this week on Fantasy Cast? If you had to do it yourself, how high are you going? Are you going 90% victory? This is against a bloke who probably hasn't ever watched a snap of NFL in his life. So,
well, I'm actually taking a little bit of a risk this week. I've got Gronk and he's on the bye, and I'm not picking up a tight end. So I'm rolling in with a intentional donut. So yeah, that's how
against Derrick Henry and Aaron Rodgers. That's very ballsy, actually. But fair play. I respect it. Could give me a cheeky sniff of getting in if you don't get up, but no, I'm sure you will. So good luck for your matchup, mate.
Thanks, mate. You too,
good
mate.
luck for your matchups listening at home. Thanks for listening. And moving forward, expect some more creative podcast content now that university exams are done. And you could also start seeing some in-person podcasts. I think we're going to have a crack at one next week. We obviously haven't been able to because of lockdown, but now restrictions have eased. It's time to test the waters and see how that goes. So if you see us together next week, don't have to blink twice. That will be correct because we will be having a crack at that at some stage. So thanks for joining us today. Really appreciate you listening. Enjoy the weekend's action of NFL and good luck for fantasy up the On The Ball potty.
Queensland! It's a miracle! Oh, yeah! What about that one? No! Unbelievable! Balotelli! Aguero! Crowd cheers. Here's Siddle.